I have the pleasure now of introducing my first guest. She's been on the show a few times, and that her name is Amy Cubberley. She's the administrator at the St. Mary's Museum.
Hello, John.
Thanks for having me on. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
I can honestly say I haven't seen you in a long time.
It has been a while, although I guess I'm really only a block away from you.
Well, that's good. We're really self-isolating here. Tell me, our museum, let's just talk about the museum in general. Our museum is a lot more than just a museum, correct?
Right. So we do, we have a large online presence as well with our Picture St. Mary's website, which I will hopefully chat about a little later. And we are the municipal archives, which is a little unique. So all of the municipal records, council minutes, assessment records, records from different organizations in the community, they all come to our facility as well.
Right. And how far back do those records go?
So we have the hard copy and microfilm copy of the local newspapers back to 1857. And then we do have early municipal records that start in the 1850s as well, when we were first incorporated as a village.
That's absolutely amazing. I don't know of any place that's so well documented than St. Mary's. It's incredible. Now, you also do a seminar series, and you may be doing this with your seminar series, I think, in the future, doing them by virtual thing, because you have a great lineup for us.
Yes, so that is a little disappointing at the moment. Both our March and April seminars have been, we're not saying canceled, we're saying postponed for now. Ken Telfer was supposed to lead both of those, and he has started most of the work. So we will be offering them at some point. We don't know when, and offering them digitally has been on our radar, and so that might be an option as well.
Yeah, I think all of us are going to become experts in things like Zoom or Facebook in the near future. That's for sure. We aren't already. So the other thing you have is a great photo library that people can get on all around the world.
Right. So our Picture St. Mary's website. So that started back in 2008 with a provincial grant. And so we've been working to digitize as many of our historic photos as we can, and they are up on a website. So right now we have about 3,500 up on the website. They're searchable. There's lots of fun St. Mary's scenes, family photos, different parades and events in town, and that people can access that from home. So that's a great resource if somebody's just looking to do some fun browsing, but also maybe learn a little bit about the community.
And what in the future is the museum going to be doing? I know you got a great exhibit that was sort of a bit of a coup, getting the spoon to space display. Tell me about that.
Yes, so Space to Spoon is at our locked museum right now, which is unfortunate. So it arrived from Ottawa in January, and it's on until May, so who knows? People might still get an opportunity to check it out. It has been very successful in January and February. So we are looking tomorrow at bringing some components of that exhibit online so that people can take a little tour from their homes.
And what time will that be?
I am not sure yet. By the end of the day tomorrow is our goal.
Social media, though, so everybody knows, right?
Oh yeah, it'll be. So I encourage everyone to follow the St. Mary's Museum on Facebook and Instagram. Those are the two platforms we're using right now to get all of our content out. So follow us on Facebook, and we'll keep you posted tomorrow.
Okay, great. Now, what can people expect to see in this? I got it backwards. Space to Spoon.
So Space to Spoon, it was put together by the Canadian Food and Agriculture Museum, and it looks at how specifically radar technology, but research that's taking place in space, how it's impacting sustainable agriculture in Canada.
Okay, so yeah, because I thought it was how astronauts eat up in
no
in the space module. Fantastic, that sounds great. Now you got an event planned for tomorrow. Tell us about that.
Yes, so this other event, our St. Mary's Heritage Walking Tour Social Distancing Edition, it actually launched this past Friday. So it's going on for 2 weeks. So basically we've taken our Heritage Walking Tour brochure. We have digitized it and made a Facebook event. So there are 16 sites on the brochure, and we're encouraging people to get out, go for a walk, and you can space this out over the next 2 weeks and take either a photo or a selfie, whatever you're comfortable with, at each of the 16 sites. And at the end of the 2 weeks, we will be asking people to share their photo from a couple of specific sites. So you don't know which ones we're going to ask. And if you share, you will be entered to win a $20 gift certificate to the museum gift shop once it opens.
Wonderful. There's some great things in the gift shop. This is, just so I'm clear, this is an independent thing people do then.
Yes.
You don't go out in a group.
This is us kind of encouraging people to take in the heritage sites, to get out for a walk, but this is something you do in a safe way. Don't round up your friends and head out to do this as a challenge. This is something that you either take your dog, take the people that you're already living with in your home, but please do not round up your friends and participate in this as a group.
Right.
So
and of course, there are certain people that shouldn't be doing this at all, correct?
Yes. So if you're not supposed to be leaving your home, then please don't participate in this.
The socially isolated people are to stay indoors.
Exactly. Totally. But if you are able to get out for a walk and feel that it is safe to do so, then I think this is a good way to get some exercise, learn a bit about our community, and also kind of participate in something fun.
Yeah. And certainly, as I say, that the seminars that you've been giving, that Ken and other people have been giving, they've been selling out, which is wonderful. And as I say, hopefully if people, if you can't do them in person, there's some way they can do them online, because certainly any entertainment that somebody gets that isn't, that makes them feel connected as a community is wonderful.
Right. And that's kind of our mandate is to educate the community about the history. So we have a couple other ideas up our sleeves that, if technology and time cooperates, we'll be launching those as well.
I think a display for the future will be this pandemic and how we survived it.
Actually, that's a really good point. So I am actually kind of, as our unofficial historian, I'm documenting what is happening in town right now. So we did an exhibit on the 1918 influenza outbreak last year. So I'm kind of putting my historian curator hat on and thinking, what is a curator going to wish they knew about this 100 years from now? So it is kind of strange documenting and being out taking photos of this, but I think that is part of my job as well.
Yeah.
So we have been
documenting. It's certainly interesting how life has changed even in the last week. 1 week ago, we were, bumping elbows to say hello, and now we don't even do that.
Exactly.
It's obviously going to change how we deal with each other in society, and it should be interesting to look back and see where this takes us, because we're living certainly a new reality there that's very interesting. Okay, well, thanks, Amy, for I would say coming in, but you didn't.
I'm on my couch in my leggings. This is great.
Yeah.